excellent day for an exorcism.
Welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast.
I'm Ben, calling every Russian. I think they're coming!
I'm John. I worked at Burger King and I got some problems with his bullshit.
I'm Cobra. It's funny that you both like really shitty movies.
So, why the haunted house?
It's not just a house. It's his home. He's waiting in there for me to dream.
Hey, it's okay, we're with you.
I told you, you can't help me. This isn't a normal nightmare. I'm history.
Start with 4.
Are you sure?
That's how numbers work.
Is it? 4, then 5. Is that Common Core math?
Well, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And 4 has 1 less than 5.
Yes, and that is how you know, because you have to count both and realize that 1 is... I don't understand how Common Core works. I don't get it.
Nobody gets it.
No, even the people who invented it are like, good luck with this shit.
You're like...
Yeah, I'm not the one that has to do it. Fuck you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. I am John.
Cobra.
And Ben is in Gettysburg, chasing ghosts, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
I bet he's out recording with Tim.
And he's recording the
series
episode for
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, yep.
Which is fine, Ben.
I requested a movie on that show.
Did they ever get to it?
No, they probably won't. Oh, you want to read an email?
Ben, if you're listening. Yeah, let's read an email, because Ben's a dick, and he's not here again.
Well, we got a donation from somebody named Patrick, and he says, what I want you to do is review Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bolorama, which I just purchased from Amazon, and since you are prepping for the live event, 2 Saturdays from today! Even though, what? Yeah, it is Sunday, isn't it? I keep thinking it's Saturday.
Is it oh. Is it, when's the show?
Our show's on Saturday. I have to do it a day early.
No, I hope I can make it.
I don't know if we're all going to have to cancel. I am enjoying the podcast quite a bit. Going backwards through them right now. Back past Ghostbusters. Yay, thanks. Looking forward to the live event next week. It's in 2 weeks. That's right. So all of that's gone.
Some of it you can save.
I will get the parts that's like, hi, Fred Dog. Next week.
So funny. Do you want to read a different email? Or do we only have one more?
Well, we might have another one. Let me check the email.
Welcome to the email portion of Just Another Horror Podcast.
Maybe. Let's see. What's Daniel? Daniel says, I have 4 emails, actually. We'll try to find one we can actually use. Hey, guys. Got my invoice from Patreon listening to your Nightmare on Elm Street 2 episode. I have no idea who the guy in the wheelchair who died in your DVD giveaway is, so... And I could probably write up another movie review from the zombie DVD collection you sent me a while back. Also, saw your preview of the Lizard People episode, can't wait for that one. And watching you two play Trivial Pursuit was frustrating, but fun. Some of the questions can be easy, and others you have to wonder who on earth would ever know them. Sincerely, Daniel. Yeah, it was hard.
Some of them are off the wall.
Wayne Gretzky one was pretty easy.
Was it frustrating because we're stupid, Daniel? It's hard to watch us?
Yeah, that would probably be it.
I'd be like, I'm giving up.
McDonald's.com, were you surprised by that?
They must have heard your chicken McNugget right on McDonald's ski.
Oh, horrible podcast. I think we're going to be having them come on our show. We tried to get them to come on, and they said that we stick to standard episodes on Wednesdays because, sadly, they try to test out of a joint forces cast way back, and it didn't work because they have 6 to 8 people on one episode, and it was really chaotic. And so I told them, well, you can come on our show because we've devolved into madness over the past few months, and we're more than willing to pile onto the mess. So, and there's a good chance that one of our co-hosts will be off recording another podcast somewhere.
It'll be in fucking Barbados.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking recording Open Water 3.
Spring Break or whatever.
Piranha 4D.
DDD.
He'll be there with Jerry O'Connell just looking at titties.
Nightmare 4, Dream Master.
Dream Master.
What'd you think of this?
What did I think of this? You know what I think this movie stole from? Karate Kid Part 2.
And also...
Mega Man, the video game.
Mm-hmm. In Mega Man, you kill people and you get their powers. And so that's pretty much what happens in this.
Yeah. Which was popular in 1987.
Mm-hmm. And this came out in 88. So, most definitely they had to.
And it didn't look like this movie took a lot of time to film, so I'm guessing.
Just wait till the next one. It was filmed in like 4 months.
There was like.
There's no gap between this one and the next one.
Is there a fallopian tube in the next one?
I think so.
Oh, we've hit it on time low in the show. We have fallopian tubes.
As bad as this one is going to be, and it is going to be bad, spoiler, the next one's going to be much worse.
It's even worse.
Yeah. First off,
I don't remember
to
Freddy's
start
face,
this
so.
one, Kristen's now played by somebody else. It's not
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette, it's Tuesday Night.
Tuesday Night, which is a fantastic name.
And,
But is she good?
no.
No.
Like, I thought Patricia Arquette played crazy pretty well. Tuesday Night's just wet turd.
I heard she like sang the soundtrack, some song on it.
Did she? I don't even
Yeah.
remember a single song from this movie.
Chances are, if you can sing, you probably can't fucking act.
No.
And that is the case. I don't know if she can even sing.
No.
Didn't matter.
No, I don't even remember a song from this at all.
She's not a dream warrior. Why the fuck do I care?
This thing starts out with her walking around.
Oh, she is a dream warrior.
Yeah.
But I like Patricia Arquette.
But again,
Why didn't she come? I read that she could have been pregnant, but then they said that probably not yet.
Well, I have a question regarding Dream Warriors and Dream Masters and everything else.
What's your question? What about a dream child?
I don't know. I'll get there later. Which one of these people's powers was to absorb everybody else's power when they're dead?
Dream master, I guess.
So this new girl,
Yeah.
Alice. Did she have this power before any of this happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't say because it's just like, whatever, fuck it!
Let me get to my notes.
Alright.
Since you have no notes.
I have no notes and I don't need them.
We open up running from the nightmare.
Which, by the way, there's no Freddy here to open
Who
the
is
movie.
it?
There's nobody at the beginning of
It's
this
just
movie.
her running. There's
She's-
a little girl drawn with chalk.
Yep.
She's like, hey, little girl, what are you doing?
Now, you remember the part 3, how we mentioned that there was like a Edgar Allan Poe quote? They try it again with some other quote this time because they're trying to be like, let's make this as close to the successful one as we can. This is why I think they tied the stories very loosely together. But yeah,
Yeah, Kristen's just like in her old house,
mhm.
doing what? Walking around. There's a tricycle that falls down some steps. I guess
She ends
that's...
up calling in
Is that scary?
Kincaid and Joey.
She pulls them into the dream.
Because
And
she
they're like,
thinks Freddy's around.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Kincaid's like,
pretty
what
much.
the fuck? You pulling us into your dream. Freddy's gone.
Yeah, they're like, Freddy's dead, the final nightmare. And they wake up the next day, everything's fine. They're at school together,
All three of them.
in the same school, after being in an insane asylum.
How old are they now? Let's just say they're 16, for Christ's
I
sake.
guess.
I don't know.
Who knows? I don't. How could you go back to normal life after a dream demon killed a bunch of your friends?
And why
in
the
front of
fuck
you?
are you still living on Elm Street?
And that's a good question too. None of them moved,
No!
or they might have. I don't know. We never did draw a map. I'm saving that for the live show for sure.
We'll get a projection screen.
Yeah,
It'll be-
we're in a theater. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, you're fucking right.
They're at school the next day, and this is where they introduce Alice too, and Dan.
Dan, he's our quarterback, hunky.
It's like James Van Der
Lovable.
Beek from the 80s.
Yeah, except he can act a little bit.
I thought he was alright.
A little bit.
Best in this movie for sure. 'Cause
Mhm.
Kincaid dies off so quick. So I'm not sure how they're all. How is Alice? Is she friends with Kristen or Kristen's boyfriend or the fuck?
Alice is
No, is
Rick's sister,
Alice
who's
is his
dating
sister.
Kristen.
Rick is. That's what I was asking.
Rick is dating Kristen, and Alice is Rick's sister.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do relationships. You know me. I'm terrible
I
at that.
think. I'm almost positive that's how it is. Alice is ugly. Alice goes from like looking like Carrie, real plain and bland, like no makeup,
Mhm.
to better in the movie. And then even in 5, she looks okay.
Just okay though, right?
Just okay. No, like, if I had 6 beers at the bar, would I go home with her? Maybe?
I'm gonna get a 7th for the road.
Yeah. Maybe a 6er for the road, but maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
Whose dad's a dick? Debbie. Nope.
Debbie's dad? No, Alice's dad's a dick
Alice's
in this
dad.
one.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
just drunk, right?
Yeah, but also Kincaid and Joey yell at Kristen for bringing them into their dreams the next day at school.
Yeah.
And now everybody's at home. and Alice's dad is a douchebag who's like yelling about his food, and then Kincaid falls asleep, right? Is this when
Well,
he falls asleep?
before all this happens, there's some banter outside the school that Debbie was watching Dynasty all night and didn't get her homework done. Is that what was going on? By the way, Debbie, she's from Just the 10 of Us. Can you plug that?
Good thing I haven't deleted that off my computer.
No,
yet.
get a new one.
I just keep taking little pieces of it and putting it in there.
It's fine. It's such a good song.
What was Dynasty was a soap opera, wasn't it?
I think so.
I don't remember that at all.
Nope, not at all. But that's why. And Debbie doesn't like cockroaches. We see her.
This
in
does
this scene.
one of those things where it sets everybody up to be a one characteristic stereotype who you know is gonna die.
And that's how they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because the one girl has asthma,
And
one guy's a karate guy,
Yeah.
one girl works out and doesn't like cockroaches. She's two-dimensional.
She is. She's very versatile.
All right, so now Kincaid
Needle
falls
Dick.
asleep. Who's Needle Dick?
I don't know. I have it in my notes. Somebody
Alright.
gets called Needle Dick, and then you know what that makes me think of?
Hmm.
The Water Boy. Whenever fucking the quarterback, he's like, Needle Dick, Needle Dick. No, are you kidding me?
I saw it twice. I don't remember that
You
much.
only saw the Water Boy twice.
Yeah.
I've probably seen the Water Boy 50 times. I saw it when it came out.
I remember wanting to see it because Bill Cowher was in it. That's it. I was like, oh boy, Bill Cowher's acting. Back then,
Bill
when that
Cowher
movie-
or Clint Howard?
Bill Cowher.
Oh, Clint Howard's in it.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's the ice cream.
No, Bill Cowher and Jimmy Johnson are scouting the water boy. in that
Anyways, plug Needle Dick from.
movie. Okay.
Dick! Red 18! Red 18! Needle Dick! Needle Dick! Needle Dick!
It's like one of the most popular things from that movie.
By the way, what'd you think of my G.I. Joe plug last week?
It was nice.
I showed that to everybody at work. They were like, why the fuck did you send me this? Alright, now Kincaid falls asleep. Now! Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Rick was doing karate in his garage.
That
Other
was
than that,
not, yeah.
nobody needed to see that.
No, it felt like it was. By the way, the director of this is Rennie Harlan. He did Die Hard 2, some other sequels to franchises.
Some other bad movies.
He got all those jobs because of this movie, which is hard to believe.
It is hard to believe.
But apparently Spielberg called him the day after this was released, and all these people were calling him, and why? At the time,
I didn't see anything special about this.
I heard that at the time he wanted to make it something that MTV kids would like, and I guess they did like it.
Yeah, I'd say it fit the bill for MTV kids, seeing as though I have MTV in my notes.
Well, then, yeah. Perfect. Notes, huh?
MTV
That
notes.
must be nice.
Yeah. Well, you've seen these. I've only seen these upper ones probably 3 or 4 times.
That's about all I've seen them, but I mean, they're pretty stupid, so they're easy to remember.
All right.
So, even though I've never been able to figure out when Kincaid falls asleep this whole review so far.
Now he falls
Kincaid's
asleep.
asleep at the beginning of the movie and he just stays asleep.
The whole thing's a dream.
Well, he's got a dog named Jason who apparently goes into dreams with him. And he goes to the junkyard where Freddy was buried in part 3.
In hallowed grounds.
And the dog pisses fire, and this brings Freddy back to life. I don't fucking understand.
So Amanda Kruger lied. Last movie?
Yeah, I guess so. What I'm finding out from like watching the documentary and interviews and stuff is that they always made it so that Freddy pretty much couldn't die. You're just slowing him down for a little bit. But I think part 3 actually wanted him to be dead. And the dog was just like pissing on that idea literally and figuratively.
Well, the next movie opens with some shit water coming up of a drain, and that's kind of the tone for the whole movie. A big sloppy diarrhea drain fart.
Yep. Well, well, then this is setting.
This
tone
sets
for
it
this
up
one.
for it, and then the other one's like a spike right into the ground.
Yeah. So the dog pisses Freddy to life, and he basically Kincaid drops a car on him.
He says, "Take that, motherfucker."
That's right. And then we lose our favorite character.
I'll see you in hell.
Tell him Freddy sent you. Oh no, we got this Freddy.
Oh man, he's already cracking.
And when this happens, nobody gets like messed up by it like they do for the rest of this movie. I mean, like when the Dream Warriors die, Alice doesn't feel anything, but when everybody else starts dying, she feels it, which is weird. It's just weird.
Yeah.
So
Joey
gets
he's watching MTV, I think.
Yeah, and he sees some naked girl inside
he
of
has
his
a
bed.
U2 poster, which is awful.
It was the 80s. I don't know. They were popular.
No.
I didn't like them.
No.
I agree.
I gotta ask
suck.
this question too. Is Joey a perv?
I think he just likes women.
He's the yeah, I love him, but he's the only one that gives us boobs in this whole series because of his dreaming and his
Yeah, because he lives in a world that's titless, so he dreams them up.
Nightmare on
That's how
Elm
it
Street
works.
series. You're awful for that.
Yeah, okay. Hellraiser series isn't exactly good at it either. It gives us a bunch of Julia tits.
They're better than none.
Well, this girl's in the bed and then she disappears and Freddy comes out of the bed and drowns him. I'm so lost.
Yeah, we get to see boobs.
Yeah.
And
Babes! And then Joey's mom comes in and Joey's inside the bed. It makes no sense.
How the fuck did he get inside that bed is what I have. Oh. How's this for a wet dream? Is what he says to Joey before he pulls him under.
Good one. Way to be, Freddy.
Should I slow clap him? I think I feel like
Alright, go ahead. Yeah, way to go.
his one-liners are so fucking bad.
They're only gonna get worse, too. But, Kristen finds out those two are dead and explains to Alice's brother / her boyfriend that Freddy's running around and I don't know. She goes back to her house and her mom from the first one is still there.
Who are we talking about?
With her mole.
Alice or Kristen?
Kristen.
She's dead yet?
No.
Oh, thank God. I was worried about too.
Don't they go to Freddy's house or something, or Nancy's house / Jesse's house? Because we don't want to forget Jesse was in this series.
I don't. Mom. Okay, here's what I have.
Okay.
After Joey gets killed, they don't know about it yet. They meet at school, and Alice and Kristen. She says, "Hey, we have matching luggage. Bags under our eyes."
Oh, the fucking writing in there.
It's so bad. And then Kristen is asking Alice about her dreams.
Mm.
And I'm like, why the fuck is Kristen asking about dreams? She can pull people into dreams. She should know everything there is to know about dreams.
Can she go into other people's dreams? She can pull them into hers, but
I
can
don't
she
know
go into
how
theirs?
the dream.
We'll never find out.
No, we won't because she'll be dead.
Yep.
And then Kristen is in school and gets like a Freddy thing and has to go to the nurse. She passes out, right?
Oh, yeah, and then
And
Robert Englund's cross-dressing.
He is! He's cross-dressing.
Fred
nurse.
What does he do to her? He goes, "I'm Freddy," or something.
He's some
I don't know what he
stupid. He
does.
looks so ugly in this wig.
So she knows that Freddy's around, and she's got to be wondering to herself, why is he acting all goofy?
Yeah, then she wakes up and we cut to the diner finally. The Craven.
Which is going to be...
Is that a nod to Wes Craven, you think?
Oh, most definitely. Where are we?
We're in your basement, John. We're in your studio, John.
Where are we in the movie?
I'll tell you where we are. Red truck.
Red truck, good point.
Yep.
Oh,
Dan.
Dan drives a red truck.
Yep, he's looking for Rick at the diner.
Why?
Because they're friends.
Okay.
They want to hang out. They
I
want to
didn't
throw
know
the
they were
football
friends.
around.
All right.
You didn't know they were friends?
No.
They're all friends.
I don't think they are. I think it's one of
That's
those movie
why-
contrivances.
No. Rick
They're
is
all
friends
friends.
with
They all
Dan. That's
picture
why
together.
he falls in love with Alice at the end of the movie.
Oh, I thought it was
That's
because
why they have
Alice
a
is the
dream
only
child
girl
together.
still alive. That's why.
Dream child. Doesn't have the same ring.
I just realized something about part 5, but we gotta wait till we get there. Where I'm like, these friends, are they now new friends?
Yep.
Oh, my friends died. I'll just go get some new ones.
Rick gives some exposition of Freddy.
Exposition.
Yes, exposition, right? That's what
Sure.
it's called.
Rick gives it?
Rick.
Okay.
He's like Freddy Krueger. He was reading up on him, I think.
Alright. Do they go to that house?
What house?
Nancy's house!
No, they go to
And then
Kristen's
the mom's
house.
like, get out of here.
And the mom drugs
Yeah.
Kristen with sleeping pills.
Well, then that... No. They already went to the house. They go to the house. That's it.
Whose house?
Nancy's house.
Nancy's house.
Yeah.
In a dream?
No. They all go there. I don't know why they go there. And then Kristen's mom drives by with that big mole. And she's like, hey, get out of that house. And she drives away. That really happened. I
Oh,
didn't make
yeah,
that up.
it did. I didn't even write that. It was so insignificant.
That really sticks out to me, that scene.
It was the best shot scene of the movie.
Yeah, well, the mom drugs Kristen. And,
Is this when she's like, you and your tennis...
you and your tennis buddies burned that maniac, and now he's trying to kill me.
Yep.
And then she gets drugged, and...
She's on a beach. Freddy...
God damn it.
Is this where he sharks at the shore?
First he acts like the shark from Jaws, and then he's got a pair of sunglasses he puts on.
This is cool, Freddy.
What the fuck? He's just like kicking her through the sand, laughing his ass off with his sunglasses on.
This was probably when Spring Break just started showing up on MTV2, and kids loved Freddy and sunglasses.
Do you remember that?
He probably was there at Spring
Yeah.
Break, some dude dressed as Fred Krueger.
For sure. I remember turning that on and being like, you could either go to Spring Break or you can watch other people dance around at Spring Break. Why would anybody ever watch that? Here I am watching it. God damn it.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Alright, so now they're in a boiler room, and...
Now they're in a house.
And are they in the house?
Mm-hmm. How sweet. Fresh meat.
Well, that's because Kristen pulls in Alice.
Is it Alice?
I think so. And then gives Alice her powers when she gets thrown into a... I don't know what the hell that is. A swimming pool on fire?
I'll tell you what it is.
What?
Kristen's burning pool.
Yeah, it's a swimming pool on
Kristen's-
fire.
Kristen's burning pulls Alice in Alice.
Okay. That
Greetings
makes it
from
much
hell.
clearer.
Greetings from Hell postcard.
Oh, right, because
Kristen is on fire.
Kristen's on fire in her bedroom. Just on fire. And that doesn't
And
make
she
any
dies.
sense either. This is just getting absolutely bizarre and wacky. These deaths. There's no reason
And they
for them
only
to-
get worse.
And you know what? They all get buried, as we'll find out later, in the same plot at the cemetery.
In case their bones need to come back together.
Yeah, if you want to
And
gather
make
all the bones of
They
the
make
victims,
mega bones.
they're all together. And it makes for easy digging. So, Okay, so apparently what's happening is Alice is gaining all these people's powers. What? Why?
Because she's Mega Man.
Oh, she's Mega Man.
Yeah.
And all these people that are her friends.
No, you said Alice, right?
Yes, Alice.
Yeah, Alice is Mega Man. She gets all their powers
So does that
when they
make
die.
Kristen Dr. Light or Dr. Wily? Who's
Kristen-
Dr. Wily?
Who's Dr. Wily?
It's gotta
Freddy
be Freddy.
Krueger.
All right, then who's Dr. Light? It's got to be Kristen because she made
She kind of
Alice.
helped Alice along, yeah.
There we go. Got
Tuesday
it.
night.
I'm glad she's gone. Dude,
She's
I
terrible.
will not miss her at all.
No, she's awful.
So all these people are dead, and who's the first one of Alice's friends to get killed? It's that black girl with asthma.
The
isn't
black
it?
girl with asthma, yeah. She falls asleep.
A robot hand comes out of the desk,
Yeah.
and then goes
Learning's
away.
fun with Freddy!
But it just goes away. It's there for no reason.
Did she wake up and then go back to sleep again?
No.
Is she asleep the whole time?
Yes. And Alice is watching this happen from another desk and just sitting there while this is happening.
Maybe she's asleep.
They both are.
Has she gone catatonic?
Everyone is.
Or, wait. They're both asleep?
What class are they in where everybody's falling asleep?
Somebody boring's probably teaching.
Probably ecology. Very
Sounds about
boring.
right.
Yeah. So Freddy is eating an apple because he's an asshole. And then he decides he's going to make out with a person underage again.
Tongue this.
You know, want to
Does he do
suck
that?
face or something.
Oh, man.
Oh.
You flunk after he sucks the soul out of her?
Yeah. And then
I
she
imagine
just
that's what he
starts-
does, right? He sucks the soul out of him?
Sure. Why not?
Because he feeds the soul.
Because that's a thing. Yeah.
What?
And she has an asthma attack in class and dies. And they're like,
And
oh,
nobody...
good. We just happened to dig an extra grave in
And
that
nobody
one
gives
block.
to even help this girl. Like, she's flailing.
Yeah, and they're all like, somebody call an exorcist.
Does anyone know? CPR? No? Oh.
Well, I
That's
guess
too
she's
bad.
fucked.
That's too bad.
It's alright, we lose kids a lot in this school. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, how many kids have been dying at this school? Where is it?
Springwood High.
Springwood, Ohio.
Because nobody moves away.
Home of the Krugers.
Sure.
Why not?
Why not name your football team after the child murderer?
Don't they have lunchboxes coming up?
Yeah, I think they're already out at this point. Kids with their lunchboxes with Freddy on them.
Yep, I bet it came out. I bet Dream Warriors was on one, so that was probably 87, 88.
I looked up that book. I think I told you this at work. I looked up that book that I used to have that I talked about last week. $55 for that thing. I feel like an asshole for getting rid of that.
Mm-hmm. You should.
Because I bought it for like $2 once at a yard sale, and then I must have sold it again.
That's terrible.
Someone bought it from me and went, sucker. Okay, so when Black Asthma Girl dies, because I don't think we ever got a name for her, Alice...
I'm sure she had a name.
She might have. That was probably in the credits, Black Asthma Girl. But Alice now has some attribute of her, which I don't know what that is.
What did she do?
I have no
She
idea.
just had asthma and could do math, I think. That's all she could do.
Oh, man.
Then her brother gets killed coming up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think much happens between the deaths. It's just deaths. And
Dan
then
stops
Alice-
in and talks to Alice at the Craven, and then I have dream class. I think there's a dream sequence in class that nothing happens,
Oh,
and
good.
then Rick is in the elevator dreaming, and it becomes the dojo.
Alright, he's fighting Invisible Freddy.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Invisible Freddy.
Yeah, he just kicks the air and you hear Robert Englund going, "Ugh." And then his glove flies off. He's like, how are you going to kill me without your weapon? And he just flies
And
up
it flies
stabs
at him and
Yeah.
kills him.
Then Alice screams and some
It's
windows
Karate Kid
explode.
2, though.
Yep.
It had the same, what do they call that, like the Japanese, the rising sun or something, because it has the beads, like the rays of sun also on it, that flag that he had.
I don't know anything about Japanese culture at all.
Well, let me enlighten you.
I know what I learned from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's
Awesome.
it. Yeah, but that wasn't much. It didn't teach me much.
Funeral scene.
Another one. Yep.
Thank goodness. for
Bury
that
him
one.
in that plot with all the other kids.
All the kids.
Yep. And then I don't know what happens after that. Oh,
Alice
there's
talks
like,
about her being the dream master because she's like, I can control my dreams
Uh-huh.
and shit like this.
When is she at the diner eating soul pizza with Freddy?
That's later because there is a ridiculous nunchuck scene after her brother dies when she gets his power that you can clearly tell it's a body double when they cut because the hair is completely different on the person doing the nunchuck things and then it shows her like,
Oh God.
it's awful.
I'm glad I forgot that.
Yeah, you probably didn't want to take notes on that.
No, see, what happened was I started watching this and I said, no, I'm not taking notes. I don't want to. I don't want to have to stop this movie 100 times.
I don't even know where Soul Pizza is. It might be later.
I think there's only 2 kids left that get attacked. There's Roach, Workout Girl, and then there's Dan.
Yeah.
So at some point...
No, okay, I see Soul Food's down here.
Okay, what happens between now and Soul Food? Nunchucks? Nice.
This is the part where Dan and what's her name, I think, start looping.
Alice.
Dan runs in to find Alice, and Alice gets there, and Dan's gone.
Is
They're
this when
gonna
she's
go
in
to
the
Debbie's
movie theater
house.
too? She
Yeah.
gets sucked to the movie theater?
She's going to
Oh, this
Debbie's, but then she
movie-
hears
fuck,
something
man.
in the theater and goes
Yeah.
inside of it. And I have, why is she in a theater? She needs to get to Debbie's house.
She's watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she falls asleep.
Lost Burning Youth.
Is that what it is?
I have that on my notes. It could be the movie's name.
Maybe. Maybe you're trying to make some sort of statement? I don't know.
Mm.
Through your notes?
She gets sucked into reality movie in the diner.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What's going on? Is she asleep?
No, this is where she gets sucked in and there's like... She's watching herself on the other side of the theater.
This is where Soul Food comes here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, Freddy is a waitress. Cross-dressing.
Cross-dressing again.
Second
You
time.
fucking... I'm sorry, cut that.
Don't make me work hard on this episode,
Bleep
man.
it or cut. No, just bleep it. I don't care.
I'll believe it. Makes it better. Well, yeah, Freddy's making fun of her for working at a restaurant for her whole life and then trying to feed her soul pizza.
He says, Rick, you little meatball, and plucks him off and eats it. Oh, man.
And
So-
now he's going after...
Now this is where she starts running back to the diner. So
We have a loop here.
we have a giant loop. She runs back to the diner and Dan's there this time. They get in a car. It's a red truck.
Good point.
They drive to Debbie's house.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, the movie loops back.
The first time I watched this, I thought
Here comes Alice running right by the Craven. Gets to Dan. in a red truck.
Good point. I might have to do this every time.
Maybe. So that's the second time. Now Freddy finally gets to Debbie, and she's lifting weights, and he's like spotting her.
I was gonna say, did he say something about "let me spot you" or something?
Something corny, and he pushes down the bars and it snaps her arms, which looks cool. And if
so far everything's fine.
Fine. If you would have stopped there and like
just break all the bones or something.
Yeah, it would have been great. Nope. We're gonna progress and get her into a cockroach and put her in a roach motel with sticky paper.
Where all her skin comes off and she becomes a cockroach.
It looks stupid. Awful. And now
they're still looping back in the diner.
Alice runs by the Craven again, and Dan's standing there by his red truck.
Good point.
And she says to him, or he's like, I feel like this has happened before. And she's like, oh my god, we both must be sleeping. Freddy's controlling our dreams.
What?
What? She's the dream master. I thought she controlled her dreams.
I don't know. They were very vague about what that meant.
What was the running time of this? Did they not?
I don't know.
They needed like 5 more minutes of extra loop.
I'll tell you what, it felt like fucking 3 hours. When they're looping the same scene over and over again, I'm like, oh, this movie's not gonna
Freddy
fucking
squeezes Mega Man powers.
Yeah, she squeezes the girl in the roach motel, and then Alice gets hit by it, and then they see him standing in the middle of the road.
And the red truck hits it and gets crushed.
Because it runs into a tree. What?
Freddy's a tree now?
Did they see Freddy and it was really a tree? I don't know.
It's an invisible tree.
But Dan's hurt, so they put him in the ambulance and try to sedate him so he won't, and they're like, no, you can't make him go to sleep. I'm not going to let you. And the doctor's like, okay, I'll listen to you. I'm just a doctor. I don't know. So they take him to the hospital, and then they do get him under, finally. And Alice's crazy mean dad shows up, so she steals the car to drive home and go to sleep.
First we have this little, she gets like ready to fight Freddy. She starts getting all of her powers from all the kids together.
Did she get her calculator /black /inhaler from the first girl?
She got that. She got Debbie's workout bands. She got her brother's headband. And she does a little karate chop and she's off to fight Freddy.
Yep, that should work.
She jumps through the mirror.
Oh, that's right, she does. Right. Meanwhile, Dan is getting harassed by Freddy as a doctor, who says some line about something.
He's just doing zany things now.
Yeah.
He's just awful.
But then Dan wakes up.
Dan vanishes. He's awake.
So we have this horribly choreographed fight that goes on for like 10 minutes.
Wait. Best line of the movie. Alice, welcome to Wonderland.
Oh,
or welcome to Wonderland, Alice.
Man, come on.
That's what this series has.
Does he say? I know he says I am eternal. That would have been great if he was scary, but who gives a shit?
No, and his makeup looks not as good as it has.
Awful.
But better than the rubber suit next one. It looks so bad.
That's true.
It looks so bad.
So they do some karate fights in a church somewhere, because churches have something to do with something.
And so do karate fights.
Yep. And this does nothing.
Hey, Busta Rhymes did.
He fought Michael Myers.
Yeah, with karate.
Trick
or treat, motherfucker.
You think they stole from this?
Probably. Probably. Did Rennie Harlan direct that one too?
I don't know who did. I feel bad for whoever. No, the guy.
Was it Steve Miner?
It was Steve Miner.
No, he was H2O, wasn't
he? Okay, yeah. That was close.
Ooh. It's something not good though, probably.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you.
Couldn't be.
Right in, actually.
Rick Rosenthal.
Is that who it was?
Yes, the guy who did Part 2.
Friday Part 2?
No, not Halloween Part 2.
Oh, he fucked that one up. Resurrection.
Yeah.
Because 2 was good.
Yep. Well, I mean, here's Busta Rhymes, make a movie. Fuck!
Yeah. Can we get that?
Nope, here's Busta Rhymes. Yeah, here's Tyra Banks, too. You can have her.
Yeah, she's a model. Not actress.
Whatever.
And not the other way around.
What am I supposed to say when you say that?
You're supposed to just plug that clip from Fabio.
You consider me the best actor / model, and not the other way around.
Fighting and karate fighting in a church, and somehow, like Alice changes the 1-2 Freddy's coming for you to some other weird rhyme she made up.
That's alright, because it changes in the next one, too.
Yeah, and she just makes one up, and then she grabs a piece of glass.
And it turns into a Hellgate blue laser crystal.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
And it shoots him.
But Freddy's like...
He gets this hole that looks...
okay.
He's wholehearted.
It's because he looks at himself? What's that?
It's a song. Wholehearted.
Where do you get this shit?
I know so many musical songs.
Musical songs?
Wholehearted by
Is there
Extreme.
a different kind?
Yeah.
Okay. Freddy's
There's all
insides
kinds.
are tearing him apart or something.
Boobs!
Alright, Linnea Quigley pushes her chest up against the model, which... It's really funny the way they did it. They built this giant Freddy set, and they had her get inside it and push against it. And when she did, she knocked it over, and this crew guy falls out of the ceiling. But apparently all the souls that Freddy had are being released?
Because why?
I don't know.
Because the Dream Demon karate chopped him?
Honestly, his
Or
death
the Dream
here is one of my
World Master.
favorites when all those things pop out of him.
It looks alright. This is the only thing that looked alright in the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's not a good ending.
No, because like the ending is like ambiguous too. She leaves, and her and Dan are walking around in a park somewhere, and they see Freddy in the water, and then the movie's over.
Yep. Alice and Dan are the newest hot couple, though.
Yeah, because we're gonna pop another one of these fuckers out in 4 months. So get
We're gonna have a
ready.
steamy opening of the next movie, too.
I was confused as to what I was looking
What?
at.
So I didn't know if it was like a back, or it was her belly at some times,
I
but then her
wasn't sure.
rib cage was like really like.
Look like she was dying.
Wow.
Must have been the asthma power that she got from the black girl.
She's like, watch me press my stomach in.
Alright, what did you give this?
Wow, this really, from the 8, this fell really far to about a 2.5. This movie was not enjoyable at all. There was nothing really good about it. The score was bad.
I don't even remember the score.
The director was bad. The acting was bad. Everyone.
Everything.
You didn't have like a John Saxon or anybody like that to even come in and kind of
What
save
about
it a
Tuesday
little
night?
bit. Yeah, Tuesday night. Thank God she was only there for the 20 minutes she was. She's unbearable. But it's such a fall down from, and it grossed the most.
Kids loved it. They wanted to make it for kids. Kids loved it.
Maybe if I would have, I mean, I probably saw this back in the day, but I don't remember it
I was
that
3.
much.
I don't remember it.
But it is such a fall back from the third one, which I enjoyed so much. I mean, even the effects look awful. That hole in his stomach, it looked so fake.
Oh, it looked really bad. And he didn't look like a burn victim anymore.
No.
He looked like he went to the Halloween store and bought a Freddy
Yeah,
Krueger
Freddy
costume.
Krueger mask, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I gave it similar to that. I gave it a 3. I was bored. I asked her. I kept complaining to her every 5 minutes about it. I'm like, this sucks.
It was terrible, but not as bad as this thing.
Well, yeah. And the worst part about this is they thought these characters were worth bringing back again for another movie. I don't know why.
They just killed off the best 3 characters, Kincaid, Joey. Well, Joey didn't do much, but he's still better on screen than these fucking
I loved
things we
Kincaid,
have to
man.
deal with, yeah.
Kincaid should have been the through line in this whole thing.
Patricia Arquette could have been the through line, or
especially since
Kristen.
she died 20 minutes into the movie. Why not just have her there for 20 minutes?
No.
She doesn't have to do anything. Just has to go, oh, he's back.
He's
and
back.
He's dead. And then she's dead. After she gets thrown in the swimming pool.
I wish I got thrown in the swimming pool.
You alright?
Yep.
You
That
gonna
was
be
like
okay?
that was a burp talk.
Facebook.com/horrorcasting, horrorcastings@gmail.com. We're on Twitter @horrorcasting. We're on iTunes. We're on Podbean, and we're on YouTube now.
Thrill me.